So if you engage with a couple where there is an affair, more so a kind of a physical affair, not necessarily a drink and drugs, but certainly where there's a sexual or an emotional connection, the why, as we said, is really important. That's what the abused person wants to know, So a way to do that, with their approval, obviously, and you have to sell it.
So the approval is really important.
Oh, yeah, because you haven't got the approval, you ain't going to do it. Simple and straightforward, So you have to sell the idea to them. And the way I sell it is that this is going to help you not to have conversations at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're trying to get to sleep. It's not going to give you conversations at inappropriate moments. You won't have to have conversations ever with this process. So you can start having a life again. So what I get them to do is I get the abused person to write down on paper every question that they need to ask the other person. So they don't speak it, they write it. And nobody tells them when to stop. Don't matter if it's 20 pages. They write every question they ever had. And then they draw the line under it. Once they've drawn the line under it, that's all the questions. There is no more. But we give them space and time to do that. We don't hurry it.
And you do that in the session, Ian?
Nope, they do that at home.
So it's homework, yeah.
Because it's going to take ages in the session if they did that. And you're pushing them to a deadline. We've only got an hour, 50 minutes, whatever time space you use. Yeah. I tend to do more than an hour. I tend to do about an hour and a quarter. But then they give all those written questions to their partner who abused their trust. And their partner writes all the answers. So there's no dialogue. There's no emotion. It's words on paper. Okay? I say to the person who abused the trust, you have to be 100% honest. If you've said something before that is not the truth, this is the time for truth. Don't appease, don't pacify. If you don't know the answer, you don't give the answer. And then when they've answered all those questions, they will give them back to the primary partner, the one that's trust was abused. And they go through it. They cross off everything that is okay, that we do not need to talk about in the session, because they're okay with it. Things that's left, they bring to the session, and that's when they'll make the appointment, not at the beginning, okay? So when they've got the job done, they'll bring those questions to the session, and then I will ask the question of the person who abused the trust. I take out the emotion. The other person's in the room, they're sat there, and after every question, I will say to that person, have we got the answer? Is that okay? Can we scrub that out? And if they say yes, we scrub it out, we move on. If they say no, say, what is it about that you do not understand? And then I go back into it and I get the answer.
Yeah, yeah. And you do that like without all the emotion, without the drama, like this is purely about information.
Absolutely, because they want to know the why.
Yeah.
And you have to sell it to them to say that that is going to help them move forward, get through this, come out the other side, and then we can start building a relationship.
And what do you see about the primary partner once they get all that information? Like once they have all the why, like it can really calm them down?
Oh, massively. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. And in that process, usually they find that they have some responsibility into why the relationship went wrong, which helps both people to take responsibility for their piece. Yeah. And then you can start building.
Yes. So there's something else going on there too, that the primary partner can maybe start to hear and think about things before they need to respond. And but if they don't have all the why, it's going to be very hard for them to get into that discussion, I guess. This is what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, pretty much, because the why is the most important thing. They'll ask it 25,000 different ways, but it's the same process.
Yeah.
And that just does their heading. It invades every part of their world and their life, where this takes it out of that and allows it to have some structure that kind of gets them to the end result.